Alrighty, hey, how are you? Welcome back to another Destiny video. Today we're talking about Touch of Malice because I got it. I have the cool new gun from King's Fall. It's back, it's in Destiny 2, and it's fine. It's fine. So, let's just do like a really quick, go over of how the gun functions right now. Touch of Malice is kind of intact as the way the gun used to function in its entirety. There's a little more to the gun now. First of all, let's just talk about Touch of Malice. The final round of the magazine deals bonus damage, drawing from the wielder's life force, and then regenerates itself, rapidly defeating 3 targets, restores health. What does that mean? Alright, well, it's a normal sky rifle. It's shooting. Last bullet, bam, you are hurting yourself, but that bullet never goes away. And you can kill yourself with it. However, the regeneration from restoration effects is typically enough to just straight up prevent that. So, Well of Radiance, Sunspot Restoration, Healing Grenades, Healing Rifts, all sorts of stuff like that is typically enough to counteract Touch of Malice, and as long as you're smart with using it, and when you get down to this last shot, you're not just spamming it. Say you're in an encounter that's something like, I don't know, Shirochi, it's almost like I'm here for a reason. You can be like, I'm getting weak, but then like, boop, boop, boop. Health regen. Boop, boop, boop. Hurting myself. But then I can get some nice quick kills. I can find another ad. And trigger the health regen. So it's pretty good. It's pretty alright. So that's the gist of how the weapon works right now in general. That's the old way the gun used to work, all packed up into its one intrinsic Touch of Malice perk. For those of you wondering, in PvE, the damage boost is straight up 100%. In PvP, I've heard it's about 30%. I haven't done much testing there. But it is a straight up doubling of your damage, which does add up because this is, in fact, the highest RPM of Scout Rifle. It is a 260 RPM Scout Rifle. This thing shoots fast as fuck. But there is a new thing. There is Charged with Blight. And we're gonna try and get that to trigger here, no promises. But it has a new perk attached to it. And the bottom line is you need to get 10 precision kills to activate it. So let's try and get 10 precision kills on all these crazy freaking thrall as they run. I'm trying my best here, dear viewer. But we're doing this in real time so I can show you exactly how freaking tedious it is to get this crap done. Alright, there's 10 stacks. We are charged with Blight times 10. Getting another headshot will not... I said, getting another headshot. Getting another headshot does not make it go any higher. There we go, finally. So we're stuck at charged with Blight times 10. So what does charged with Blight times 10 do? Well, you hold your reload, you grab the thing, and you hold the weapon still. Then, when you shoot it again, you get to do your best Taken Captain impression. And shoot a giant ball of Taken Blight. Now, I have seen video proof and heard people talk about the way that this functions. And it's very interesting. First things first, it is a Taken Captain projectile, so it does blind stuff, which is pretty okay inside of most content. Blinding your enemies is never truly a bad thing. It makes it viable in lots of places where you typically want to blind enemies. But I think I've seen a lot of other people do their testing on is that this actually gives you another damage boost to the gun. So we're going to have to do some ad clearing here. I have to trigger the perk, and we have to find something that's not going to instantly die to all of the stuff we do. But we're doing all of this testing live here, and I'm showing this off so that you can like see it all happening in real time. So you can also get an idea for like what when people say, "Oh, this is so crazy good," you're getting an idea for how long this crap actually takes. And I am doing this solo. There is no one here in my fire team. There's no one here to help me. Okay. So, boop. 4,000 damage to one of those knights in the back there, right? That was 4,000 damage to one of the big boy knights, right? That is something that I want you to keep in mind here, because we're going to be using them for science purposes. You can see 4102. Want to take and blight him. And we're gonna die, so I can't even show it off. You starting to get why I think the weapon is okay? Well, I think this weapon is fine. I'm hurting myself to do all these things. It's fine. But the bottom line is you saw that they were blinded and staggering. It provides another damage boost, though. I'm going to try and get it to happen again. Try. No promises. Those things are quite tanky, so it can be quite difficult to actually make it happen. Go away, Shirochi. No one cares. We might try and do it on, say, the taken captain in the corner instead. But it is also a very, very short boost to your damage. So, is it really worth it? Is it really worth your freaking time to even bother to try? As you can see, it is dealing 4,000 to any and all of these taken knights. I'm going to try and tag them all up. 30-11 to that eye of Riven when he's debuffed, as opposed to not 30-11. But as you can see, it's not worth it, though. All this effort, all this setup, all of this just to be low health shooting a gun. Now keep in mind, I'm showing this to you in a vacuum without any restoration effects, no devour, no healing, no lordly helm, and all those do counteract it, but I'm just talking about like base content. You're just running around shooting the gun. It's fine. It requires setup just like it used to. Its damage boost requires setup just like it used to. I've been told and seen people who have it that the exotic catalyst will give you rapid hit, which will make a lot of these things easier. Because the reload animation will be faster from rapid hit, your gun will be more stable because of rapid hit, it'll be easier to land all these headshots because of rapid hit, but as you can see, it's just kind of a pain of a gun to use outside of building around it. Why do you think I am an ARC specifically? Because I want to show off what the gun looks like essentially without building towards it. That's why all of this is happening. That's why this is such a long video as well, because I'm showing it in real time, so you're realizing that it's like, it's fine. I used it in King's Fall the other day. We did some damage testing, and it was probably it was doing slightly more than our Divinity user, but I didn't get full damage uptime on the gun. I had to grab and swap blights, but the bottom line was it was barely outpacing our Divinity user, which is just, it falls in the category of outbreak perfected. It's fine. It's your backup for when you run out of stuff, but you need to build around it. If more people use it, more people can use the charge with Blight and apply the debuff to your enemies, but overall it seems to be fine. I can't super highly recommend this gun for most content, but if you like it like I like it, you're probably going to end up using it no matter what I say. Like, I'm going to use it no matter what I say. If you are going to use it, there's a handful of ways I recommend you use it. First of all, run healing nades if you're on Solar. If you're on Hunter especially, because you don't have a ton of restoration effects outside of, like, bonuses from exotics, run healing grenades if you're on Solar. For options that help keep you alive on Hunter, for example, though, you can have Assassin's Cowl to boost your HP regen, you can have Wormhouse Crown to be dodging and giving you a small health and shield bump. Those are some big ones. On Void, this applies to everyone. Warlocks have it built in innately, but you can also just run Echo of Starvation. Just run Kinetic Siphon on this thing. You want to be getting triple kills anyways. They will hopefully be making orbs. Pick up your orb, get your Devour, start going ham with the gun. You're constantly triggering health regen, so it makes it a little easier, just kind of spam away at it. Arc, I don't really know. Stasis, probably want to be using Whisper of Rhyme the way that I do in my Stasis survivability build. But yeah, the gun's fine, the gun's cool, it's a great backup the way that Outbreak Prime is, but however, you should probably just be using, you know, your triple tap firing line, Reed's Regret, your triple tap firing line, what's the new linear that just came out that everyone can craft now? Yeah, use your Taipen 4FR, which you can craft for free if you do the quest for it that's in the Enclave, with triple tap firing line. Use your bait and switch cataclysmic that you might have kicking around the vault. Like, just use something else. Use something else first. Use it as a fallback. Don't use it as your main damage source. It does allow you to run more ad clear in your energy slot, in my opinion. So, for example, I could be running a Waveframe GL and have Touch of Malice as a backup with Reed's Regret, for example, if I really wanted to. But overall, it's not really a replacement for a heavy weapon doing DPS. But it is usable, and it is very good inside of the raid that it drops from, which I think is what exotic raid weapons should be. But that's going to be it for this video. This got way too long-winded, but thanks for hanging out and watching. I hope you enjoyed it somewhat. Hope you enjoyed me complaining about the gun, but also praising the gun. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye!